So this was my third time at Glacier National Park. I'd been twice previously on family vacations, and it is my favorite national park until this trip. I was really excited to show it off to Elizabeth for the first time though. First thing, we went to Northwest Glacier and checked out the Bowman Lake area. Went on a tough 12.5-mile hike around the Quartz Lake Loop. And then that night we were dumped on by some heavy snow. Next day though, we went to Going to the Sun Road on the West Glacier side, took a hike up to Avalanche Lake. Then, because the road is closed at Logan Pass, we had to go all the way around the park and come in on Going to the Sun Road from the east side at St. Mary. So that was really a big detour, but price you pay for visiting in the spring. The plus was that there were like no crowds, made it really enjoyable, and got to see some of these beautiful waterfalls in the St. Mary's area. St. Mary's Falls, this is Virginia Falls. Actually, we ran into a ranger that said West Glacier was her favorite because she loved the open areas, and there weren't as many trees as East Glacier. And some of the trees they do have are pretty burnt. But the deer don't seem to mind. They love eating those sprouts that come up from the newly burned areas.
Hey little guy, you're awful cute.
We pitched our tent again at St. Mary's Campground, had an incredible view. And then for our last day at Glacier, we went into the Many Glacier area, again in East Glacier. Just a lot more concentration of these incredible snowy peaks carved into glacial valleys. And Glacier actually gets its name from the Ice Age glaciers that came down and formed the park, not the current glaciers that are there. We ran into a whole herd, it seemed like, of these bighorn sheep, which seemed to like us. And then we got out on our kayak on Swift Current Lake, connected it to Josephine Lake, and then hiked from where we docked to Grinnell Lake and saw Grinnell Glacier in the distance. Just a beautiful paddle. It was super windy on the lake though. There were some serious waves and made it really hard going back. The big plus though was we scoped this bear on the cliff, and it was really fun to be in the lake in our boat where we knew he couldn't get us. But all in all, I think I remembered why Glacier was my childhood favorite.